doing good today. Today I want to show you a little magic trick. Magic has been a hobby of mine for a long time, all my life really. And for a little while there, I did it full time. I was professional. And you may notice Charlie back here. He was my helper. And we retired now, and both of us just sit around and act like dummies now. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't call you a dummy, Charlie. Should have. Nope. Charlie's okay. But first, I want to try to answer a question that I hear a lot about prepping. And I hear it pretty often, and it makes a lot of sense. People say, well, I can hardly buy my groceries now, much less buy extra stuff. Where do I find the money to prep? And it is a good question. And if you're one of those people that's saying that, well, I don't have the money to do it. I mean, I can't hardly buy it now with the rising prices and everything. Then I want you to watch all this video. Just watch it all. If nothing else, you'll enjoy the magic trick I do at the end. Alright? I completely understand it, really, I do. And I'm serious when I say I want to try to help. And maybe I can. If you're new and you're wanting to get started in it, then just hear me out. There's an old saying that goes like this. Just because something is hard doesn't mean it is impossible. Let me say that again. Just because something is hard doesn't mean it is impossible. I know some poor people, some very poor people, and every time they go buy groceries, they buy one or two items to put away. They just find a way to do it. Every time they buy groceries, every week, they find an extra item or two to just put away. They see it as insurance. And I'm probably the world's worst on hating paying insurance. I hate paying insurance. I hate to pay my house insurance. It costs so much. But if I lose my house and all my belongings and everything, then I'm going to need help getting it back. If something happens, a fire, caught on fire, I need help. I couldn't just go out and buy everything I got now without a little help. So I pay the insurance for it. Same thing on my car. I pay auto insurance. I don't think I'm going to have a wreck or anything like that, but if I do, then I need to be covered. Same thing with food. Anything could happen. Hurricane or job lost or anything. Sickness or another shutdown. Anything to happen to any of us. And if we had a little food put away, that would be a big help. I used to collect baseball cards. I quit doing it because I said, well, as high as this food is right now, food is a better investment. Food is a good investment right now. It's not going to come down. Anything that you can put up now and use later and not have to buy it later, then you made money off of it. So it's not impossible. There's people prepping every day. How they do it? Well, they just do it. It's kind of like that old Nike commercial. You just do it. People used to prep all the time. I grew up on a farm, and all the farmers and the old timers like that, they was preppers. So we had There was 8 kids of us in the family, and we would work all year in the field, planting and harvesting crops, picking peas and butter beans and cucumbers and stuff like that. And we'd take it in, and Mama would can it all up. We'd storing it up for the winter. So every year there was going to be a winter. Some would be colder than others, but usually in the wintertime we had to stay inside. We couldn't get food to eat. You had to have food to eat in the winter, and you better be ready for it, because winter was coming. Every year we had a winter. We were like ants. Ever noticed ants, how they run around and pick up food and go? I was in my backyard the other day, and I sat there for, I bet, 30 minutes just playing with the ants. I'd watch them, and they'd run across that and get a few crumbs and then run back and go down in the hole. And I'd lay a little stick across there, and they'd come around, and they'd just go around the stick. Just go around and kept on going. They didn't stop. They'd go around and keep on going. Finally, I put my foot down there, and they just went over my foot. They always found a way. They just went around. And that's the way it is with finding money to prep with. You just do it. There's people doing it every day. And let me say this. It would be hard for a prepper not to prep. You know why? Because it's a habit. They've done it so long, it become a habit. They can't quit it now. It's hard to quit habits. So if you can just do it long enough to make a little habit out of it, you got it licked in. You got it won. That's all you got to do. Just make a habit out of it. Just start out small and just keep growing. Just start out buying one item or two at a time and putting it away. You do what you can with what you got. That's what it amounts to. Let me give you one more old saying. It says, show me your friends and I can tell you your habits. Let me say that again. Show me your friends and I can tell you your habits. That's true. And what I want to suggest to you today is, if you're wanting to start to prep, and there's different levels of prepping. I mean, I prep to have something to eat. I mean, and if something happens. I lived through a lot of hurricanes. I remember Katrina. I had some pork and beans. And my wife never did like pork and beans. But when Katrina come, after about 2 or 3 days without electricity, she said, you know, I'm starting to like to eat pork and beans. Sometimes you have to eat stuff that you don't like. I mean, in an emergency situation like that, when you can't cook or nothing else. But you ain't got to prep pork and beans. If you don't like pork and beans, don't stock up pork and beans. Stock up whatever you like. Prep whatever you're going to eat, what you want to eat. You got to get something that'll keep for a while, and just prep what you want to eat, and do it a little bit at a time. Well, what I want to suggest is that you start watching videos like this one on prepping. And like I said, there are different types of prepping. I mean, and mine's I'm just a, what they call a food prepper. I'm not the doomsday prepper, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there could be a big boom one day. I don't know, but I just prep food. And you can decide what you want to do once you get into it, but you're going to need food and water regardless of what you do. So you have to start there. You got to have food and water. You can't live without it. But let me suggest that you look at this video, look at other videos. And I don't want to brag about it, but I've got some sharp preppers on here that makes comment in the comments section. Look at the comments and click on some of their names and see what they're doing. you can learn a lot from. And if you're one of my members here, then leave your name down there. Let people know that you'll help them if they want to start. I'm here to help people if they want to get started in prepping. So if you'll do that and just make a habit out of it, then you'll be a prepper. It's not hard. And you can find the money. And like I said, the best way to answer that question is, well, just do it. Just do it anyway. Just do what you can with what you got. All right, let me show you that. Okay, let's do some math. What I need you to do is keep one eye on this hand, one eye on this hand, and one eye on this little scarf. One, two. Okay, just do the best you can. Just watch real close. Go right down in here. Keep watching. Keep watching. Are you watching? Too late. It's gone. Well, it's not really gone. It's hid right down in my hand there. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to prep. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you watching. And give me the thumbs up down. See that little thumbs up button? Just click it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button too. I really would appreciate it. Thanks a lot.